All right. Hello, listeners, and welcome back to Between Two Worlds. I am your host, Annika, and today we have a very special guest back, back again. I'm
Here we go.
Charlene from
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Witchy Work Wishes.
Oh,
Welcome.
thank you. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I am.
And so sniffing the mic.
And so, no, I'm doing good. Thank you.
So I was just on your
You
podcast.
were.
We were. So we recorded like an hour and a half of audio.
Yep.
It didn't record.
No, it didn't.
And then we did it again.
Yes, we did.
Successfully.
Successfully. Watched
Successfully.
it record
Yes.
to make sure so we weren't traumatized.
So I'm going to steal your questions
Love it.
because I thought they were really fun. So all of my listeners could hear me answer these questions over at your podcast.
Yes.
And then I'm going to do the same here.
I love it.
So all of your guys can come and listen to you.
Yes. So for your listeners, if you guys want to hear Yurika's answers, head over to my podcast because she did a really good job and really took time to let us get to know you better.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Wow.
Okay, so I thought it was cool that you started off talking about the snake episodes that we did.
I think it is just bizarre
Mm-hmm.
that you and I, but well, it started with you. So I think you got that first download or the first energy, and we talked about it. You told me about your dream, and then I had to go back in do the card pull for my Patreon
Yeah.
family. I do a card pull every month, and usually that's it. I pull, I work on it. I do the worksheets, the grimoire, the spell. This one I had to do a separate podcast on because a separate episode because I just didn't know that much about it, and that was the snake card.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so hesitant to even tell
Cobra.
you. I got the
Cobra.
specifically
Yeah.
the cobra. So the episode that I did over on my podcast was about snake spirit as a whole, in general. But it was weird
It was.
that you and I both had that energy.
Mhm. You know what's interesting too is that you specifically got the cobra. And so in the animal
Mhm.
kingdom, if no one knows, cobras eat other snakes.
Oh.
And that's like primarily their food.
Yeah.
And you obviously talked about the Ouroboros,
Mhm.
and it's kind of interesting because the snake message that I got was more of like a warning, and honestly, it was pretty traditional for
Yeah.
me. I felt like it was a warning of, watch out.
Yes.
This person's kind of a snake.
I think so too. I think that,
Right?
I mean, my interpretation was the same.
Yeah. So maybe for me, from you, I could channel some cobra energy,
Absolutely.
and maybe the only way to take down the other snake is to be a snake.
Right? Sometimes you got to look at the game and be like, okay, this is what we're playing. So
Exactly.
I'm in.
Yep.
I'm going to go grab my tools and play it the right way.
For sure. So what do you,
Yeah.
I know I talked about what it meant for me, but
Yeah.
what did it specifically mean for you, the snake stuff?
Yeah. In general, I felt it was very specific to the energy that I'm going through right now. I mentioned with my audience that, stepping into this next chapter with Hearth and Hen
Mm-hmm.
specifically has to do with the video side of things. And I have been very safe and content and, um, just safe. That's all I can say. It's just been safe being on mic only. To put my face out there is a step that I am hesitant to do. I am moving forward with it, and I believe the crow came to me and talking about the transfer, like this is happening, and then the snake spirit came to say, now it's time. Now you need to shed that old version of you to be able to step into this new version and do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I feel like it came for me. And unfortunately, my listeners are like, they're all, will you please do
No,
something?
I love that. That's so accurate, especially because, I talked about them being ambush predators and waiting for the right time to strike.
Yes.
And that's kind of like what it feels like on your journey too, right? Like it was just waiting and kind of roosting like a chicken. And then now it's ready.
Yeah. And to be strong and
Yeah.
step into it. And even if other people don't necessarily understand it, this is a version of me that I'm stepping into, and I just need to step into it with authority and claim it. And
Mm-hmm.
I think I know I mentioned on one of my crow episodes that I believe there's going to be consequences. I'm pretty sure there will be. That's the scary part for sure.
Yeah.
I don't feel like whatever is coming next will be able to happen unless I take those consequences. It is what it is. This is happening.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, let's talk about that a little bit more. Honestly,
yeah.
How does it feel to kind of formally know you're coming out of the broom closet, I guess, in a sense?
On a personal level, I could say I don't feel like there's going to be a lot of consequences.
Mhm.
I have worked my ass off for my business, and those are the consequences I'm worried about.
Yeah.
In all honesty, the people that I am close with who know me, there's not one person that has said like, "What? What do you mean you practice witchcraft?" Like, not one.
Yeah.
Even the clients that I have been, incorporating slowly into this world, they all meet me with such I don't know, just like the praise and awe and excitement and curiosity, and that feels good. That feels good. I don't know if I'm totally ready to accept the consequences that I'm pretty sure will happen with my business. My
Yeah.
business has been neutral. I feel like bookkeeping and payroll should be neutral. It doesn't matter what your religion is. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter your skin color, your sexual. It doesn't matter.
Well, money is neutral, right? We talk about money, energy, and business, but specifically when you're working with money, it's becoming the conduit for it, but it itself is a neutral force.
Yes,
It can be used for good or evil.
That's right.
But
I will do your books regardless of what your books are. This, I mean, there's some books I probably wouldn't do, but yeah, overall, I am neutral, and my office is fairly neutral. When you walk in, I mean, there's definitely crow feathers everywhere, for sure. But I'm like, if you're a good person, I got your back.
Yeah,
exactly. And I will. Your books are going to be amazing, and I think no matter what I say, there are some clients I will lose.
Well,
And that's
my listeners,
yes.
let's show her some support. I mean, it is scary, and
It's a big step.
It's pretty natural to think, this is too good to be true. Like, oh, one person is supportive, the next person's supportive, the third person's supportive. By the fourth person, you're like, it's bound to happen.
So it has to happen. Right?
Who's gonna crack?
And this is my lifeline. This is what supports me and my family. This is what this is how I live.
Yeah.
And to lose a portion of that is very scary.
Yeah.
Essentially, I'm not saying I will.
Yeah.
Oh, we know. You and I know.
Surprise you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
is there a part of you that's excited? Is there any good?
I got a taste of yes. There's a huge part of me to answer that question. Yes. I got a taste of the feeling of resolving something completely, putting it to rest to be able to move forward. And I think once you go through that process and you see, as scary as it is, as painful as it is, shadow work, whatever it is you have to do to get to that next step, makes that next step feel good. And that is encouraging me right now. Like, I want this next step enough to where I don't like the consequences, but I'm willing to accept them.
Yeah, it's a perfect place to be. Yeah, that's where that's where ideally we should be. When
otherwise, why are we moving forward?
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Because change wouldn't come unless we need it.
I agree. And you're ready for it, right? This is it.
Exactly.
It's time. It's time for the next step.
Okay, so
yeah,
let's move on to the warm up question.
Okay.
Warm you up a little bit. So, how did your witchy journey begin? I know some of the story just because I knew you back then,
Yes.
but I don't know all of it.
Yes. I would say there's two very specific segments. When I was younger, when I was little, spirits came to me all the time, all the time. So I was very connected to that world. I felt like I could talk to animals. I was very connected to animals and the animal spirits. Did I practice witchcraft when I was little? No, I didn't even know it was an option. I didn't know anything about it. When I was a little bit old, and just so you know, and your listeners know, I did not grow up with any religion. We weren't raised religious. There was nothing. We didn't go to church. There was nothing.
I feel like that's so rare.
Right? I do. I think so too. The more people I talk to about it, that's not what other people have to say. So anyway, go into my early 20s. There are things that I had been doing. I had my first tarot deck. Didn't call it witchcraft. You know, I mean, like I just had a tarot deck.
Yeah.
I did a lot of candle magic. Didn't call it candle magic back then, but there's a lot of things I did that after this traumatic experience late in my life, it was then that where I started really researching it more. Basically, I was attacked, and the person attacking me was calling me a witch. And they said, "You need to die because you are a witch." It was a horrible evening. There's a lot more that we could dive into this one, but that was like that, and that wasn't even my ground zero.
Yeah.
God, that was, you know, you get in your fight or flight mode, and I came out in fight mode, and I was doing all this stuff, and then as I went into therapy to talk about, you know, what happened, as I started researching witchcraft, I was like, why is this person calling me a witch? You know, why, you know, that's when things really started unraveling as I started diving deeper into it. And it was such a catch-22 for me for that first year, because everything I was reading, I was like, well, I do that. I do that. Oh my God, I've been doing that forever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh shit. Maybe I am a witch. Yeah. It was also the most wonderful, comforting feeling coming home.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, something that I've been doing and things I've been doing for years had a name. And not that that's important,
right?
But it gave me such a comforting sense of
Belonging.
These are my people. I belong here. This is my. Then, of course, you know, I mean, it's just a journey. For me, it was such a journey. As far as actually identifying as a witch,
Right.
It started after the attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. And researching it and finding out, yeah, this is absolutely what I do. This is absolutely what I agree with. This is, and pretty much all facets of it.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert on every level, or really any level, I guess, for that matter. But every time I try something or I incorporate something new into my practice, it feels pretty natural.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, I don't do it. I'm all about trying something once at least, right? Try it. But so, yeah. So, how did it begin?
Yeah. It's kind of that's a good origin story.
Yeah.
I mean,
Twofold.
Obviously, it's hard going through something like that.
Yeah. I've heard that from quite a few people, though. Sometimes, you know, your next chapter is born out of some really hard times.
Yeah, it is.
That's a natural process for a lot of us to go
once you
through.
get through it, at least I wouldn't regret it, you know.
And it's there's so many different levels from the attack. For me and my family, like, I love where each of us are right now, and we would not be here if that had not happened.
Yeah.
So you never want to wish it on anybody, but we're all okay. We're all healthy. We are all thriving, and none of that would have happened if that had not. It's a catch-22, but
it really is.
Yeah, I love where I'm at right now, and so honestly, I'm thankful for the whole process.
Oh, good. Yeah. Okay, so do you remember your first magical tool, or maybe first ritual?
Before I identified as a witch, or after I identified as a witch? Because we have two very significant separations.
Both. Let's just do both.
First magical tool. I mean, I don't know if it's a tool, but just talking with the spirits. That from as far back as I can remember. I've always had that ability.
Yeah.
First tool like intentional. I identify as a witch. I am practicing witchcraft actively.
Yeah.
Probably both sides. Candle magic for sure. Yeah. That is my go-to.
Yeah.
Pretty strong.
I like that.
Yeah.
Candles are everywhere too.
They really are. And it's so easy.
It's so easy.
Accessible.
I know. I hate it when people like harp on candle magic. It's like, oh, I'm so experienced. I don't do candle magic. It's like, I will do candle magic forever.
That is my go-to.
I love it.
No, for sure. For sure.
Okay, so what does your practice look like now?
These days, you know, the podcast is a big part of my practice. And really, for me, it was just verbalizing everything I was documenting for myself.
Yeah.
So luckily, I've got like the best audience.
Yeah.
They are they're it. They're like, okay, this is what she's talking about this week.
We're on the journey with you.
We're with you, girl. Like, so yeah, today it is very social in that I am speaking out.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. So
it's alive, right?
It's very alive. It's very interactive. I definitely have my own stuff that I do in private, my own rituals and spells and things like that. But what I'm learning about and what is on my mind currently, I'm sharing with my listeners. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
It does, and it does feel like a journey. Whenever, I tune into your podcast, it's like, okay, what are we doing now?
What are we doing? Yeah. That's why I honestly feel like with the snake spirit, I'm sure half my listeners are like, "Oh my God, what girl?
Literally,
Can you please get your shit together so we're not talking about this anymore?"
like, oh my God, here we go.
I want another animal spirit. Seriously.
Okay, so is there anything that you do daily or almost every day that's magical? Which is hard. Not everyone does
I know,
daily.
right? Daily, I feel like there is a general flow in my house. So one, I'm an empty nester. Both my boys are off in college. So I'm not married. So my house can be as witchy as I want it to be. I mean, so really every room has something in it.
Mm-hmm.
Do I go through an actual ritual or a practice every day? My kitchen candle gets lit pretty daily.
Mm-hmm.
That's again back to the candle magic.
You feed the birds.
As far as offerings, please, yes.
That's pretty magical.
Yes, I'm very tied to animals.
Yes.
I have been, again, going back to early childhood. I've always been drawn to the energy of animals, to their powers, to their healing, to their warnings, to their messages. So yeah, me feeding the wildlife. Yeah, that's a daily act. I do, and I do that every single day. And if I can't do it, somebody does. Case in point, somebody brings it to me.
Yeah. It's wonderful though. I definitely think that's something that's magical.
Yeah, it's an offering.
It is an
To the
offering.
spirits for sure.
Okay, let's do your quick fire questions.
I love it. I'm in.
So you tell me the first thing that pops into your brain,
Okay, I'm in.
whether you like it or not.
Yeah, this whatever comes to mind. I will do it. All right.
Favorite moon phase?
Mm-hmm.
Already too long.
Just kidding. Because you're talking to a lunar type witch.
True.
I'm very conscious of the moon phase.
Mm-hmm.
Probably new moon, new moon or dark. Yeah.
Seriously?
Which are right next to each other.
I would have guessed for you the full moon.
I do stuff for the full moon. I do
Yeah.
stuff for most of the moons, to be honest. I mean, waning and waxing, I'm very aware of it.
Mhm.
There's not a ritual or something to do, but
Unless you specifically need it.
yeah, right, for sure, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, go to crystal for daily life.
Daily life, my go-to. Okay, go-to is moonstone, hands down.
Okay.
That one, as far as jewelry, what I put on my body,
Mhm.
I'm very aware of. Yeah, it's a moonstone.
Okay,
Is my
perfect. What is your sun sign, moon sign, and your rising sign?
All right, my sun sign is Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
My moon sign is Gemini.
Interesting.
And my rising sign is Sagittarius.
So interesting.
Talking about the opposites.
Yes.
We did that. So Annika, on my podcast, we just did this Q&A stuff, and her sun, your sun, and your rising are exactly opposite.
Exactly opposite. Whoa.
So we got some balance out there, right?
There's two.
I like that. We're good.
Okay, what is the first deck that you ever bought? Tarot or Oracle?
Gosh, we're going back to the 1980s, and I found the book for it, not the deck. So I still kept the book. I honestly don't remember. It had animals in it.
Of course.
Right, of course, but it was an actual tarot deck. And at this point, I don't remember the name.
But you bought that.
I bought that back in the 80s. And then more recently, the one that I'm specifically tied to that I work with the most often is micro.
Yeah,
micro.
I love
and I trust it. And my boys trust it. That's what's amazing. They're like, just ask the deck.
Yeah,
just go to the
I
deck.
love that. I actually do have that one, but the mini version.
Oh, that's right.
So
that's right.
I guess I lied. I have multiple tarot decks, but I have the mini one and then my go-to.
Yeah,
Rider-Waite.
Yeah, the Crow tarot deck is amazing. Yeah,
it's so pretty too.
It's so pretty.
Okay, so do you believe more in fate or free will? You asked me this question, so you have to answer it too.
I will piggyback on your answer because I feel the same.
Yeah.
I do feel like there are some things that are hardwired in.
Yes.
This is going to happen. How we choose to get there is where our free will comes in. It could be an easy path. It could be a hard path. We could have a lot of left and right turns. eventually I think we will get to where we are supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
How we choose to get there is where our free will comes in.
Yeah.
And the changes happen.
For sure. Okay, morning altar time or evening candle rituals?
Evening candle rituals.
Ooh, you scared me there for a second. Okay, favorite element to work with? Earth, air, fire, or water? Mm-hmm. Okay, spirit, animal, or guide that you feel closest to?
The crow, absolutely, no doubt.
Dream witchy tool that you don't own yet?
I have an answer for this one. I do.
Do tell.
It is going to be from a book that I'm reading right now, and I don't have the name right in front of me, but it is about Norse witchcraft, about the Seder magic. And I would like to make and create my own stuff.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's so powerful.
Yeah, and I don't think you can just. For me, I have been very picky about incorporating tools into my craft.
Yeah.
Because I really want them to mean something. Not saying I wouldn't go out and buy something
Right.
for sure, but like for the staff, I really want to make my own.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah. I
take the
tend to
time.
be like that too. To take
Yeah.
the time to really make it personal. It has to
Mhm.
feel natural when you use it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like you mentioned on when I was asking you these questions that you just bought a knife.
Mm-hmm.
That is something I would be willing to buy.
Yes.
And but you got like, and I just feel like when you see it,
You
you're
just
gonna
know.
know. Like this
Yeah.
is my knife. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
No,
has
I love it.
nothing to
It's
me.
super tiny. It's got a Damascus blade. It's in a leather pouch around your neck. I bought it from a Native American pelt shop out there in the
Yeah,
mountains.
for the mountains.
So it just like literally at the checkout line, it was right there. And I was just like, how much are those?
That's it. And that's the stuff I believe in. Like when you can't just go out there and just grab everything and say, these are all my tools.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're gonna come to you when they're supposed to come to you,
Mm-hmm.
and you're
gonna know what it's for too. Like
gonna know.
I specifically know I want to use that knife for my herbs.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah.
Love that makes me feel so good.
Big old staff like Gandalf.
Honestly, yeah. I mean the way I envision it, it's gonna be just as tall as me.
Yeah. I love
I'm
that.
not tall, so let's be honest here, but
It's like it's actually gonna be 4 feet. That's
seriously.
Okay. What about if you had to pick one, divination or spell work?
Spell work.
Oh, just from me.
Didn't
Okay. What about candle color that you burn most often?
white, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you track your dreams?
We just talked about this.
Mhm.
Yes, I do. I don't do it religiously,
Mhm.
and I would like to be better.
Okay.
Yes, so I do some tracking.
Okay. Which Sabbath feels most like home to you?
Yule. There's no question.
Really?
Yule.
Well, you're so tied to Beltane too.
I love so in order of Sabbaths, Yule is first, just because it's all about the home. It's all about my boys. It's all about my family. Beltane would be next. After Beltane, I would do Samhain.
Mm.
I like Look. I like all of them. They all serve a purpose. The only one I would say I'm not highly tied to as far as the summer solstice
Mhm.
on the wheel, but because I'm not a summer person.
Yeah,
I
me
just
neither.
I just yeah.
I like
It's a
that.
tough
I'm
one.
glad that Yule took the runner up because I like Yule too.
Yeah, I love Yule.
Okay, what about your go-to protective herb?
It would go to is probably going to be rosemary. That
Mhm.
I gravitate towards that herb. I love mugwort,
Mhm.
but go to hardcore rosemary.
Yeah. Okay, do you journal by hand or do you type?
I do not journal by hand. I type.
Mhm. Favorite myth or goddess slash god that you connect with?
So I don't have a lot of ties to any deities.
Mhm.
Gods, goddesses. I can say I've had some interaction with Hecate. Super strong, not often,
Mhm.
but when she's come in, it's been like a freaking train,
Yes.
wrecking ball. I like the Norse. So as far as really being called to something that I would across the board identify, it would probably be the Norse gods and goddesses. But
Mhm.
I really like Hecate, and I really like the Morrigan
Yeah.
in the Celtic world. Yeah.
Yeah, I like her too.
Yeah.
Okay, do you work more with ancestors or deities?
Ancestors.
Do you celebrate eclipses or do you generally avoid them?
I celebrate them. We've got one coming up right after this recording, and I do celebrate them.
Actually, on this recording, when
This is when it airs
yeah,
on
so
Sunday.
I air on
Okay.
Sundays.
Oh yeah. As this airs, I will be doing something for the full moon on Sunday.
Okay, so what is your go-to full moon ritual? Is it big and elaborate, or is it usually quick and quiet?
It's usually pretty quiet. I do like moon water, so
Hmm.
I am pretty good about, and I will be putting some out to kind of capture this energy.
Hmm.
Although this full moon, typically full moons are about, celebrating the
Hmm.
completeness and all that stuff. The one coming up right now is that. So yeah, I don't do huge rituals unless I based off of what I'm feeling at the time.
Hmm.
Like, there was a full moon recently back in like July that would have been a good one.
Yeah,
I was so pissed off with everything, all the emotional stuff I
I
was
remember
going
that.
through.
Yeah, me too. I was like,
I'm like, I'm done.
you know what?
Yeah,
Actually, with that full moon, I
yeah.
completely forgot to take my water back, so it's still like sitting outside.
Like still,
It's
2 months
still,
later.
yeah, 2 months later. I just didn't want to touch that energy at all.
Yeah,
But
it was weird energy. So I think we need to. You can't just say that every full moon I'm going to practice. I'm going to do something because you do need to be like, yeah, no, I don't like the energy of it.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So I would say smaller for me. Yeah.
let's do the quick this or that
Okay, I love it.
questions. Okay, tarot or oracle?
I do both. Oracle,
Okay, pendulum or runes?
runes,
Crystals or herbs?
herbs,
Cauldron or chalice?
cauldron,
New moon intentions or full moon release?
new moon,
Morning spells or midnight rituals?
morning spells. I know.
Really? Okay, coven energy or solitary practice?
Solitary all the way.
Broomstick or wand?
Sticker wand.
Ooh. Okay, you're gonna hate this one too.
What?
Black cat or raven?
I refuse to answer.
You refuse?
Girl, I am so into my cats.
I know.
This has been a lifelong journey. I rescue them, I foster
I
them,
know that is really hard.
and I am so tied to ravens.
Okay.
So, and I've had a black cat, the Mr. Wiggles.
I think if I personally had a black cat, I wouldn't have been able to answer that.
Yeah, no. And I've had a black cat. I don't currently have one. Ragnar is not black, although he's borderline familiar for me. Cats and ravens. That should be my tattoo. Cats and ravens.
Should be. Okay, Samhain or Beltane?
Beltane.
Smoke cleansing or sound cleansing?
I do both. My go-to is smoke, but at the office, I'm very
Mhm.
big. I have a bell on. I do have a bell on the door. I believe in that sound cleansing
You do
every
have a lot of
time.
bells.
Yeah,
You're pretty connected to bells.
yeah, I am.
Okay, sigils or spells?
Spells,
Journaling or meditation?
meditation,
Tea magic or kitchen magic?
kitchen magic,
Fire pit rituals or
uh,
ocean offerings?
fire pit rituals for sure. I do that every single week. That is a weekly thing for me, honestly.
Okay, let's do a couple of these fun ones.
Okay, yeah. What do you got?
I'm not gonna ask you that one because I already know the answer.
So
Coffee, tea, or hot cocoa?
there's only one answer, and I can't believe you got this one wrong. Coffee.
Okay. What's your first job?
So my first job was back when I was 14, and it was at a health food store, and I made shakes.
You made shake?
I made shakes. So I would crack an egg into a protein shake and make shakes for people. This is my first job.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite childhood TV show?
Like when I was little.
Yes.
So I grew up in the 70s and I watched Sesame Street.
Street.
And I watched Mr. Rogers.
Oh my God, no, I watched Mr. Rogers too. Oh.
Yeah, so it actually started, I think, when I was born.
It
Wasn't
did.
watching it yet by that point, but yeah, so I was born in
I
1969.
loved Mr. Rogers. Oh my gosh.
I go back to the old, yeah. So Sesame Street started, I think, when I was like 5 years old or something, and I watched. I was pretty loyal to Sesame Street.
Yeah, I didn't really like Sesame Street.
It got
But my brother did.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so what's your comfort food?
Oh, comfort food. Comfort food probably is mac and cheese.
Oh yeah.
You can't
That's
go
a
wrong
good
with it.
answer.
But my go-to is anything like any type of burrito.
Oh yeah.
Like I love burritos all the way down. Chips.
You put anything in a tortilla.
Yeah, if it's in a tortilla, I'll probably eat it.
Okay,
Seriously.
sweet tooth or salty?
Salty.
Mountains, forest, desert, or ocean?
Mountains.
Are you a morning person or night owl?
Right now, I am a morning person. I
Mhm.
wake up pretty early. If I was not going into the office and I didn't have a 9 to 5 job, my default is to be more of a morning person.
Mhm.
And I think when I retire, that will naturally probably navigate
Come
right
back.
back to it. Yeah. But right now, morning.
Okay, what's always in your bag or purse?
Always in my bag or purse. I don't have anything fun. Like it's sunglasses, wallet. It's like so basic. It's so dumb. Like your answer was the best, and I'm literally going to have it in my purse forever. So just so you guys know, Annika, on my channel answered that she had a little vial so that she could always, or some type of container, so no matter where she is, if she's seeing something that she needed for the craft, she could grab it.
Yes,
And that will forever now be in my purse.
Yeah.
But I don't. Mine's super boring.
I'm pretty bad with my purse. I have a lot of junk in there. It's like Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
If you weren't doing this right now, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't recording with you right now, what would I be doing? I would probably at this hour be outside with my chickens, letting them roam around.
Oh,
It's a new phase.
It's a new phase. That's right.
Yep.
Have you ever karaoke'd before?
Karaoke'd in the sense of a bar? No.
Do you have?
No, never. But my boys have some game. It's called like band something band, rock band.
Yeah, rock band.
Okay, wait. Okay, yeah. So where you have like a guitar and drums. Okay, so that has a microphone that you can sing into. So if they are ever doing something, I will
the lyrics.
So I've done that a couple times.
So what song do you choose?
Oh my god, I killed it with the Aha song "Take on Me." Killed it. Got 100%.
Okay, what's your favorite season?
Winter, sure.
Okay, do you cook or order takeout?
I cook. I do both. It's the same. So if it's one of those days at the office, I don't have time to go make something for lunch, I order. So both.
Best vacation you've ever taken?
I personally love the mountains, so that I've done it multiple times. There are some amazing trips I've been on, but those just speak to the core of me. So that's the best one.
So other than Scotland, what's your dream destination?
Scotland. Yeah. I would love to tag into Ireland. Just with our history, our family history.
Yeah.
My mom is now up to like 70% Scottish. I'm up to 50%. So getting over to Scotland, I think it's. But you and I are tied to it too, so we would like to
For sure
to be there. So yeah, Scotland, Ireland, Iceland.
That would be a cool one.
Yeah, Norway. I would like to be up there.
Okay, what is your guilty pleasure TV show?
I would love to say it was like I don't even know if it's gonna be guilty, but Criminal Minds. I've watched it I've watched it, Annika.
I mean, it's pretty guilty if you watch it that much.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Therein lies the problem.
That's like how much I've watched Game of Thrones.
Yes, it would be like that. I have watched Criminal Minds from start to finish probably like 5 times.
That's crazy.
That is like my go-to. You know what I like about it though? I like the why. Like bad stuff happens. People do things that aren't fair. And this is long before I was attacked. Like I've always loved this show. I like the why. I like the psychological spin on it because they give you the reason every single time.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. So
that's a good answer.
Okay.
Yeah. Sneakers or sandals?
Sandals.
Gold or silver?
Silver.
Yes.
Do you true Cancer girl here?
Do you prefer big cities or small towns?
Oh, small towns. No town. I prefer to have no neighbors. I'd prefer to be completely gone. You
want like a village, like 20 miles away from you.
Exactly. So I can get into town when I want to be social, but then when I go home, it's just me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sunrise or sunset?
Oh, I love both. There's value in both. That'd be a tough one. I like both.
Okay.
No, that's a tough one to answer.
Rainy day at home or sunny day outside?
All day, every day, rainy day at home.
Exactly.
I do not want to be in the sun and I do not want to be out in it for sure.
Okay, if you were a candle scent, what would you be?
Ooh, I would be like a cinnamon. I would be a cinnamon candle.
Oh, that's a good answer. That's a really good answer.
Yeah.
If you were a potion, what would it do?
Potion? If I was a potion, I think I would be a comforting potion. That is my core.
I like that.
I nurture and I comfort. Yeah.
I like that.
It'd be the spell that says everything, or potion that would say everything is going to be okay.
Oh, it's like the anti-anxiety potion.
Yeah, it was opposite of yours. You were Miss Chaos.
Which fairy tale villain do you secretly love?
Well,
talked about Maleficent.
We did. You to the core, no matter what she does, like you have to love her.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, my guys are all pretty much Disney based for sure. I don't know. It'd be her. That's just her. Probably.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
If your familiar could talk, what's the first thing it would say?
If my familiar could talk, you are right where you're supposed to be.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. What is the witchiest item in your house that isn't meant to be witchy?
What is in my house that is not witchy?
It's not meant to be.
But
witchy.
I made it witchy. It's not meant to be. I don't know if candles are meant to be witchy. They
I
are.
guess they're
I don't
not
know. Like,
meant to be.
I got every room in my house has candles. Literally every room. Always loved antiquing, and it's just never been a big vibe for me. But there's some really specific, like wall sconce type candle holders that I'm looking for, and it's not something I'm really keen on ordering.
Yeah.
Like I really
You
feel
need
like
to
I want
thrift
the
it,
holder.
antique it.
Yes, I
Yeah.
want to antique this, and so I think I mentioned to her that not that my house needs any more candles or any more spots for candles, but it's my vibe. It is what I like.
Yeah. No, I love that.
Yeah.
When I get a house, it's candles
There's
everywhere.
candles everywhere. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, maybe candles. Well, it's more energy, but when I go up to the mountains, I try to bring something back with me.
Mhm.
So on my coffee table, I've got 3 rocks, 3 pine cones to represent me and the boys, and then a candle. And those are rocks, right? Those
Yeah,
are pine cones. So
meant to be witchy, but
meant to be witches. Yeah. So probably those guys. Yeah.
okay. If you could fly anywhere on your broom tonight, where would you go?
I would go see my boys.
Okay, which magical creature would you keep as a pet?
Raven crow.
Raven.
I mean,
Magical creature.
magical, yeah. So no, yeah, because chances are we will get a crow.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. I mean, let's just look
That's
at no, so dragon. I would be with you. Dragon, as far as magical, dragon.
Okay.
I don't care what size it is.
Yep.
It could be a tiny little dragon.
Exactly.
It could be a huge dragon. I would make space and let's go.
Exactly.
Dragon all the way.
Perfect. Okay.
Yep.
What spell from pop culture would you actually use?
Spell to be able to talk to animals.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Okay. What about if you could create a holiday? What would it be? What would it celebrate? What would
Oh,
it celebrate?
a holiday, a new holiday.
Yes.
Not.
You got to create one.
I would do one of two things. I would either do something in January because for me, that is such a fresh new beginning. And I love tapping into that energy. Or I would do something in the summer because that is such a dead period for me so that I could embrace it. So two part, either January or somewhere in the summer because all my other months are fairly covered. Like I got
Yeah.
something. I'm pretty good on the wheel of the year. Like I don't have to do something necessarily huge for them, but yeah, with January or something in the summer.
I like that.
Not Mabon, not not
Something
and not
new.
the summer solstice. Something like July or August.
You're like, on my birthday.
That's right. For my birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could enchant something from the office, like office supply, what would it be?
Office supply.
Mm-hmm.
So not like the computer.
No, it has to be like office supply.
Mm-hmm.
Enchant the computer, do my work for me.
To go freaking faster.
True.
When I'm
You can
faster
enchant the internet.
seriously, when I'm faster than the internet or my computer, then we've got a problem.
Yeah.
So that pisses me off. I would enchant a pen to help me write and communicate better.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
What about if you had to sneak something that was magical into work? What would it be?
Okay. Yeah, I've probably picked fingers. Protection. Something just to protect me, my staff, the space. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna switch this question up on you.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
You are the boss. If your employees walked in on a ritual, what would you hope that they saw?
I would hope that they saw I was being very intentional and purposeful. No, that no matter what I was doing, that I was doing it with the most respect and care. I was being very intentional, whatever it was.
Okay, did you have any magical influence, like person in a book, TV character, anything like that?
None.
None.
This is all self-motivated.
Yes.
Yeah, self-motivated.
Do you consider yourself more of a kitchen witch, green witch? Do you resist labels? Do you have a label?
I think I have some solid zones that I'm in that I gravitate towards more. I'm very into the moon stuff, so lunar witchcraft I really like. Kitchen witchcraft I really like. I work heavily with the elements, like all the elements. That's not necessarily an elemental witch, but rates are tough. It's really hard because what I need right now, I think we talked about this with you, what I'm doing right now is great because this is where I'm at right now. Next year it might look totally different. So I have a lot of different things that I tap into. So yeah, I would say overall I would resist a single box.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have a certain sacred space or altar? And if you do, what's on it right now, or what do you always keep on it?
As far as a working altar, I'm going to say probably not.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I am very fortunate, if you want to call it that. I can do whatever I want in my house. So every room has something in it. I have a section for my books that have crystals, on it. They have pictures on it. My cards are out on display. My decks are out on display. I have a whole carry for my herbs and moon waters and waters that I've collected wherever. I have stuff in the kitchen. I have stuff in my where my vanity is.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a one altar where I do specific rituals in or around? I don't know, not really.
Like no dedicated working space?
Most of my workings are a lot are in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That's my default. But I do like working with a lot of herbs and in kitchen witchcraft. So a lot of my stuff that I do is in the kitchen. Now, if I'm meditating or trying to slow down, trying to cross over, do stuff like that, that is in my living room. But my living room has all my books and my tarot decks and my crystals, and there's. So yeah, as far as like a singular altar, I don't really think I have one. My whole house is an altar.
It is. It's gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, which tool, maybe like a tarot deck, cauldron, crystal, has been with you the longest?
Going back to the original tarot deck from the 80s, it would be that one for sure.
Yeah.
As far as more recent stuff, the Pro tarot deck I got pretty early on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
What about if you could design your perfect witchy retreat?
Like retreat singular, just me, or retreat like I can bring some people?
Whatever you want.
Okay, whatever. You do you. For me, it would be up in the mountains. I would have access to the land spirits, to the elements in their raw, or what I feel like is more of a raw form for me. Yeah, it would be up in the mountains.
Okay.
No, it'd be like a cabin. I like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a tent type situation, but where I could go on hikes, I could be out and just be.
But still comfortable.
But still comfortable and safe.
Yeah.
And have fire and water and air and earth around me.
Okay, what is a magical lesson that you learned the hard way?
Again, I don't want to piggyback on your thing, but I would say be very specific on what you are asking for.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a cord cutting spell. And it worked. It worked instantly. I felt like I might have been able to retain more of a friendship with this person. I wanted everything else to be removed and to be done. And I wasn't super clear and I lost everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's definitely
Yeah.
those lessons come the hard way.
They do.
They do.
They do. And then you can't go back. It's done. But I learned that the hard way. I be very careful what you ask for.
Yes, because you just might get it.
Because you just might get it. Yeah. Be specific.
Yes. Okay. What is a way, if you do you honor your ancestors? And if you do, what do you do for them?
So the ancestry work, I can say I am very fortunate that I have a mother who is knee deep into this stuff.
Yeah, you have like real solid ancestry, genealogy.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can go back. So the chicken names, which I'm going to be doing soon for Hearth and Hen, one of them goes back to 13 great grandmothers. They all go back to Ireland and Scotland as far as the names that we ended up picking. But as far as honoring them, I do know who to speak to specifically. Although I feel like energy can come from, your family history that goes way back to names that you're not going to know, to places you're not going to know even existed, or like it's so. I'm fortunate to be able to tap into some very specific stuff to honor them with, because I know it was important to them. Yeah. So offerings are big. Acknowledging, I think just acknowledging their presence, asking them for help sometimes, especially if it's in an area that I knew they tended to dabble in, or was important to them, or they were really good at. So offerings and acknowledgement. Those are the two.
I like that. Okay, what how has your practice changed? How has it changed since you first started? How do you maybe expect it to change?
So it has changed a lot, and I love that about witchcraft as a whole. I like that, what I need right now is clearly not going to be what I need in a year from now, and hopefully I have the maturity and the bandwidth to keep integrating things as I need them to be,
Mm-hmm.
and have the humility to say, I don't know what the hell this is.
Yeah.
I've been practicing witchcraft, but this is a new area. This scares me a little bit, or I just need to be honest. I don't know what this is. I don't know how to do it, and just take the time and learn and bring it in, because if it's calling to me for whatever it is, whatever reason, then you've got to listen to that.
Yeah, exactly. You have to honor that calling and your intuition for
You do.
sure.
So
Yeah.
yes, it has definitely changed over the years, and I like that. It's grown, and I respect the growth.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you feel more called to as in like protective magic, shadow work, manifesting, um, dream work?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. I like manifesting a lot. I really do. I'm big into making goals. I'm big into doing.
Yes, you're
I
really good at that.
I do. I feel I've been very successful over the years, and it's been years I've been doing this. But long before I called myself a witch.
Mhm.
So that is, I like the newness. I like the energy it gives. I like the hope it brings when you create that goal list and then you take the steps to start acting on them. So manifesting for me is very big. I love dream work. I'm not great with shadow work, although I do it,
Mhm.
especially once you get through it and get the rewards of it, be very addicting.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is like, okay, this felt so good. I'm not scared to do it again.
Mhm.
It might not feel good, but I'm not afraid to go through the
Right.
process. So yeah, but I would say out of all those, the first thing I focus on probably is manifesting.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as we
Yes.
start to wrap things up,
Yes.
on your podcast, we talked about baby witch
Yes.
and all that stuff. Do you want to talk about something else?
Yes, I'm in. I'm all in.
So, I want to know what your practice really looks like. So, I know you're into or maybe rediscovering the Norse
Yes, for
witchcraft
sure.
and the satyr magic
Yes,
and all that stuff, specifically because it's so tied genetically to
for
you
sure.
and into your blood and through your blood. And it kind of has me thinking, even though I might not know as much about my ancestry and the way that you do,
Mhm.
it there's something definitely there. My practice is definitely more North American folk magic. And I think that's so funny that it kind of, your genealogy is coming through for you
Right.
through magic and through witchcraft without you necessarily seeking it out,
Yeah.
but it's just getting louder and louder.
I think what's fun about that I hope every person starting out with their witchcraft practice gets to experience. It's that really weird calling where
Hmm.
you just keep getting drawn back to something over and over again. You're like, why? Or like, like you were even saying, it's like, I don't have any Norse stuff in me, or I don't have, like there's no, as far back that you
Yeah.
can go.
Hmm.
But for some reason, the Satyr magic is just calling me. It's this trance work, and
Hmm.
and you don't know why.
Yeah,
That is such a fun thread to follow.
it is.
It really is. And then, like from my mountain trip that I was just on, um, I brought up way too many books. I did not get to read all of them, but one of them was Celtic, which my
Mm-hmm.
mom ended up kind of shared that book back and forth, and I started it. She picked it up, started reading it, so I ended up grabbing another book. I got for the Seder Magic, and I just couldn't put it down.
Yeah.
I was like, this is it. This is time. And I do not do a lot of trance work. I know you do, but it is something that I am heavily, heavily called to right now, and I
Hmm.
really would like to focus a lot of my practice on. I can't do it yet. I'm still learning about it. I'm still, you flirt with it when you do your meditation and do your journeying. Do you do it when you do your dream work?
Yeah.
I mean, like it's all
Yeah.
it's
And
not hedged,
sometimes it just comes to you so naturally, like
right?
most of the things that I do in my magic, like you said, it's that deep, like gut feeling that I know there's a reason why this is here.
Mhm.
Why I don't know.
But I'm gonna find out.
But I'm gonna find out
But
for
I'm
sure.
gonna research. Yeah, so right now I'm pretty knee deep into the Norse stuff, and I'm just I flirted with the runes last year.
Mhm.
I was writing them out. I was learning about them. I'm learning more about the Norse gods and goddesses and the history of Ragnarok, and all the stories. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah,
It's
it's
definitely a
really
rabbit
fun.
hole I'm on right now.
Is there like any other kind of magic that has piqued your interest?
I have my core.
Mhm.
The elements,
Yeah.
the fire magic is a core for me. The lunar phases is pretty core for me. I like the wheel of the year. I like the different Sabbats and the equinoxes, and I like all that stuff. What I kind of toss in afterwards, kitchen magic. I like putting sigils on my baking goods. I like putting energy into the stirs when I'm doing stuff. I believe food is made with love, so it's just such a natural way to incorporate
Mhm.
our energy. But yeah, I don't know. The Norse right now is definitely a different tangent that I'm
Yeah.
on. I mean, I have been. I did it last year.
Right.
It's not anything new. I'm just focusing a little bit more on this trance.
Yeah. Very interesting. Oh, well, I'm excited for you.
It's inviting.
That's
Somebody
a
just looked at me. I was like,
that's a very exciting thing to rediscover,
right.
to re-go into.
Yeah.
Mm. Cool.
I
Okay,
know.
well, thank you. Well, thank
Yeah.
you for coming back onto my podcast. I'm very excited to head over to yours as well. So if you guys want to go ahead and hear me answer these questions,
Hmm.
I will, of course, put Witchy Work Wishes in the show notes.
Yep.
And I like the little flipperoo that we did. It was fun.
This was a back to back, and yeah, you guys, I'm sure you want to hear Annika answer all of these questions. So head over to my podcast, and you can hear what she has to say, because we
Yes.
basically shared the same questions.
Yeah.
It's good.
Same questions, little off topic, different notes, but it's still fun.
It's hard not to get chit chatty with you.
I know
I
it
love
really is.
talking.
Well,
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
thank you, everyone.